Manlets have finally had enough manlet rage. This 5-foot-tall man just couldn't take it anymore. Enough was enough. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, bringing you the obvious, and today on Twitter.com and the Daily Mail, we're gonna talk about a 5-foot-tall man that many of you have probably seen on the internet by now. Now I'm going to hold what may be an unpopular opinion about this man. I'm actually on his side. You see, if you actually review the clip, and keep in mind we don't have the full context, the man explains everything himself. We might as well check it out because that's what we're going to examine. Just a reminder before we get into this, you can find my Patreon and subscribe star links down in the description. I'm basically demonetized automatically when I upload a video, and by the time it gets reviewed, like all the views are gone, so I'm essentially demonetized. So yeah, you can also check out affiliate links. Anyhow, let's see this thing.
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same fucking smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father or my boss. Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared of you, pal. Enough. You shut up, too. You said, no, go ahead and attack me, Jake.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I just wanted bagels. I recorded the whole thing.
They physically attack him. Now, keep in mind, he was upset because apparently the cashier didn't understand what he was saying, which is absolute nonsense. I think we can both see that he can speak perfect English, and then she smirked and was laughing, and then he got angry. However, the most and biggest reason that I'm on his side is because he is physically attacked. He never put his hands on that man. He never even approached that man. That man went and tackled him to the ground. Some 6-foot-tall guy went after a 5-foot man. Probably white knighting like some beta cuck. I'm also going to tell you why I'm on this man's side and why everything he's saying is valid. The world does look down on men who are... Godly, the world looks down on men who are average. The world treats short men even worse. This dude is 5 feet tall on the mark. It sucks. It really sucks. He's completely right. With Tinder, with all that, and I'm gonna give you the proof. Once again, let's bust out the statistics. This is an OkCupid article that was taken down because a massive red pill it dropped was just too much for society. Unfortunately for them, it's on the internet and therefore it's on here forever, so we can find out the truth. Now I want you to take a quick look at these charts, because then I'm gonna show you even further proof. When you ask men to rate female attractiveness, you get a standard bell curve. What is a bell curve? A bell curve represents the average statistical proportions of extremes and averages. So most men rate most attractive women, a little bit, least attractive women, a little bit, and they rate most women as average, right in the middle. That is a perfect bell curve, and that's exactly what you expect from fair statistics. Some people are pretty, some people are ugly, most people are just normal in the middle. You would think that women's, because women are such angels, right? They would also have a bell curve, but if you thought that, you'd be wrong. Here's the chart for women. The dotted line is how they rate men in attractiveness. In other words, women rate the vast majority of men below average. It's absolutely insane. Apparently to them, most men are ugly. It's statistically impossible that that is the case, and yet that's how it is. As you can see from the gray line, women rate an incredible of 80% of guys as worse looking than medium. Now, here's the thing. Men will message the prettiest girls even if they have no chance, which most of them don't. Women will message a lot more fairly. However, considering the ratings, women are essentially saying, oh, okay, I can settle for less. It's insulting. Now, some people might believe, oh, that's just a dating site. There's no way that this is common. It's just an anomaly. You'll never see this anywhere else. Enter Tinder. Tinder Experiments II. Guys, unless you are really hot, you're probably better off not wasting your time on Tinder. A quantitative socio-economic study. Man, this is too many red pills for one day. Here's the abstract. Basically, the too long didn't read. This study was conducted to quantify the Tinder socio-economic prospects for males based on the percentage of females that will like them. Female Tinder usage data was collected, statistically analyzed to determine the inequality in their Tinder economy. It was determined that the bottom 80% of men, in terms of attractiveness, are competing for the bottom 22% of women, and the top 78% of women are competing for the top 20% of men. The top 80% of women, the vast majority of women, go after the top 20% of men. Chasing Chad is not just a meme. It's real, folks. Look at the data. Meanwhile, most men are stuck fighting for scraps. And you know what the best part of this is? It's statistically like 80% of women. That includes less than average attractive women or average women. Yet they all think they have a chance with Chad. They all want that 6-foot god. Here's what's most telling. These numbers align perfectly with the charts that we saw earlier. As you can see from the gray line, women rate an incredible 80% of guys as worse looking than medium. 78% of women compete for the top 20% of men. 20% of men. 80% less than average according to women. The numbers align perfectly. Hypergamy is being proven right here and right now. It's basic evolution, my friends. So yes, not only does it suck to be an average guy, or even above average, because above average apparently isn't good enough. Imagine being 5 feet. And what's most telling about this story is that a lot of people are just making fun of him. The vast majority are just making fun of him. It's disturbing, but we'll get into that. Here on the Daily Mail, a summary of the situation. They did an interview with him, so we're going to read what he had to say, look at people's responses, and basically bust this whole thing wide open. 5-foot-tall bagel shop customer says he's glad his rant went viral after reaching a breaking point from years of rejection by women for being too small, and claims he's the modern-day Martin Luther King for short men. Damn right! Shocking video filmed by Deanna Reyes, 18, who just wanted a bagel, shows the irate customer shouting at staff at Bagel Boss East in Bay Shore, New York on Wednesday. Chris Morgan, a 45-year-old, divorced childless cleaning company owner from Long Island, told thedailymail.com what happened leading up to the video. He claims he asked for his order 3 times, but the girl behind the counter claimed she couldn't understand him. Morgan described as women as being gold-digging liars. He's right. Before proclaiming he was a modern Martin Luther King of short people, he said he was considering pressing charges against the man who tackled him to the ground. I would as well. That was clearly an assault. It's assault when you put your hands on somebody. He didn't put his hands on anybody. He got a little confrontational, but the guy came out of nowhere and just tackled him to the ground like it was some sort of threat. Manlets, rise up. The Suffolk County Police said they responded to the scene but made no arrest and charges have been made. Bagel Bro says the man did not pay for his bagel, a whole wheat bagel with 1 egg white and Swiss cheese. Well, gee, he was attacked. Yeah, I think I'd forget to pay for a bagel too. So in a rambling interview with thedailymail.com, Morgan said that he felt pushed to a breaking point by discrimination against short people. The 5-foot-tall 45-year-old of Long Island even said he saw himself as a prophet and modern-day Martin Luther King for people of his height, as he called for equality for smaller men. I got to the point where I've had enough, he added. The girls hate me. They don't like me. That's fine, he added. Now I have a mission. I'm not stopping, and the world is going to hear me. I want equality for everybody. He said, I'm sick of constantly getting lied to and used on dates. And then they dump me. They tell me I'm too short, he explained. They don't have a job, or a job as good as mine. They don't have a car. They're more overweight than me. And they are judging me? Preach it, brother. So it sounds like he's not even having high standards. He's going out with fatties that don't have jobs and don't even have cars. They don't have nothing. They are nothing. And they have the gall to say, oh, you're too short. Classic female psychology. Is it really any wonder that this poor man, who's probably bullied and discriminated against his entire life, lost it? Do you know? Studies literally show that if you're tall, if you're 6 foot, people assume that you're braver, stronger, smarter, you're more attractive, and you're more likely to get promotions. There's a large number of CEOs that are really tall. If you're shorter, you're less likely to be promoted. You're far, far less likely to be CEO. You're less likely to be seen as, actually, you're seen as less attractive. All in all, people treat you worse. And I think, as we're going to find out, that if you're 5 foot like this man and you stand up for yourself after being physically attacked, to boot, people just make fun of you, thus proving the entire point. Whatever happened to the love of the 60s, he asked, when people loved each other for themselves? Diversity, my friend. Diversity. The third time I asked, she smirked with her friends, he shared. She was laughing and talking with her friends, putting her hand over her mouth and laughing, like girls do when they reject me on a date. So, this guy doesn't seem to lack any English skills, at least not from what I heard. He asked her 3 times and then she laughed at him. I'd lose my shit too. I'd be like, biatch, you better put those bagels in the bag. And I'm tired of this not all women, this argument. It's not true. It's all women. Okay. Female YouTubers who literally made their entire fame off of being a cute girl can go and say all day, oh, it's just your personality. Oh, no, most women don't care about height. Not all women. Yeah, bullshit. The data shows otherwise. Maybe you're part of the 20% that doesn't care. Great, that's cool. But don't lie to me. Don't lie to us. I know better than that. Every man knows better than that. Even Chad knows better than that. What I really want to talk about, especially in conclusion to this, is what everyone is saying and why it's total bullshit. So here Grama says, I seriously doubt that his height is the reason he can't attract/maintain a relationship. This guy is an intel inside, has serious anger issues. Well, gee, if everyone treats you like crap, if women are always laughing at you, if you're always getting tricked, if you're always getting screwed over, then maybe, just maybe, it wasn't his personality, right? Maybe it was how you treated him that caused his personality to become this way. Cause and effect. No one has any sense of causality. The Lord House says, height is not your issue. Personality, disrespect, and anger may be the problem. No, he's angry because of how he's been treated because of his height. I'm angry how I've been treated just for being average. Can't imagine the rage. The inner rage that the modern manlet must carry on a daily basis. Be honest, says nothing more dangerous than a compact man with a giant temper. And, as you can tell, people are making fun of him. That's all it is, People insult him. People say, oh, he's shit. People say, oh, he's terrible. Let's just make fun of him. Yeah, he's crazy. He's a monster. Oh, he's terrible. If a 6-foot guy threw the same rage, not only would you be scared, you would instinctually want to submit. But if a short guy does it, oh, it's not scary. It's hilarious. It's funny. This isn't a human being. He's not a man. He doesn't have a soul. This is how people think. And on Twitter, you can see, Joan says, go ahead and attack me, big guy. Gets attacked. Ha ha ha. So funny. So funny. I'm laughing my ass off. Ha ha, funny. This user says, feel bad for him. It's the sort of thing people can't visually ignore, so it must give him a really bad complex. Torturous on the soul. The guy who dropped him should have left it. The guy is tiny. He isn't a threat. That was cruel. Pace says, I feel bad for him. LMAO. Finn says, where his parents at? You see what I mean? Nobody takes short people seriously. It's hell on earth, they insult him. Shoe on head insulted him. I really expected more from her, but I should have known better. I really should have known better. This user says, manlets rise up. Cereza says, 5'6" and under gang, rise up. Okay, so this user says, made it on /fit. LMFAO. Get ready, lanklets. Your day is coming. I think there's a perfect comment here that basically sums it all up. Fash Punk Fiction says, incredibly powerful statement. From a man the world turned its back on. I can't imagine the bravery it took for him to finally make a stand against the world hell-bent on bringing him down farther than his unfortunate genetics have. And, that's the story. So, all of this and more is why I completely side with the manlet. Do not go gently into that good night. Rage, rage, rage against the dying of the light. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this yourself? Do you think the manlet was justified? Do you think he is truly an oppressed minority? Or perhaps you believe that people like me are wrong. Maybe you don't side with him. Either way, let me know what you think. Just a reminder, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar. For as low as $1, there are different tiers. You can choose whatever you wish. There's also PayPal options. It's a good way to support creators. You can also check out the affiliate links, magnetic MacBook Pro covers for your camera. There's a NyanCat version. And of course, since websites are no longer recommending our content, stuff that's red-pilled, you can help out by posting it on social media. Share it with your friends. As always, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.